Okay, and we're back for another episode here. We've met all the other civilizations now, and we're going to start doing some diplomacy and see where that leads us. I noticed something earlier when I hit F9, which is my button to record, brought up this, and shoot. Maybe that's not what it was. Oh, I can't find it now. It was a really nice screen with what was demographics. This is the one. This actually gives us a pretty good overview of how we're stacking up, and I was surprised actually. We're doing pretty well as far as gold is concerned, population, crop yield, land size, literacy, so we're all in good places. These guys clearly have us beat on the army side, even though we're not that. We are above average. And you can see Poland is pretty consistently weak. This approval thing, I don't know what that's actually based on. I wonder if that's if it's related to the happiness, maybe? Doesn't really give us a lot of info. So I'm not sure what that actually means. It's the only one that we're not in the top, one or two. So we'll just choose to ignore that. You don't know what it is, so... You want whales, and you're giving us a lot of stuff. I don't really want your horses. I would rather have some more money. Nope. There we go. I'm pretty sure those whales were some of our extra whales. I wish you could access this while you're doing the trading. No, we don't want to. Who do you want to fight? Looks like those other civilizations on the other continent there have a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so we did just found the World Congress. Awesome. The host nation always gets an extra delegate, looks like. And in this first era, we don't get extra delegates for city-state allies, which is good because it gives us a little bit of time to create some allies. So in 30 turns, and then like international things get, things about making bans or placing sanctions on certain things. In fact, we have to make our first proposal here now. So because we are the host, we get to make a proposal that will then be voted on by the rest of the nation's delegates in 30 turns from now. First auto... Oh, I can rename this? It's fine. So... let's see what possible resolutions we can have. No trade routes can be established with city-states. Well, that would be not beneficial for us. We could choose to embargo a certain civilization. We don't hold grudges right now, so we don't need that. We could ban luxury resources, which, again, we are trading them, so why would we want to do that? Unit maintenance costs are raised by 25%. This may be good, because we don't have a large army, and this could kind of screw over somebody who does. Civilization research a tech 20% more quickly if it's been discovered by another civilization. You can see here that we know that Poland would like this, but that's because we know Poland is very far behind in tech, and we are way ahead in tech, so we don't want this. We don't want to give other civilizations the opportunity to catch up. I've done this one before in a different game, and it allows you to have your cities use their production toward this World's Fair project. And then you get certain benefits from that. That may be an option. I've done that before. Heritage sites. Get extra culture. Extra culture for natural wonders. Religion. I'm not interested in any of that. Arts funding. See, if we want to just do what everybody else is happy with, we could do this. I think this might benefit everybody across the board. Same with, on the opposite side, if we did this, apparently all those civilizations would be angry if we proposed that. So, I'm leaning towards arts funding or the World's Fair, and knowing that I have very good production, I think I could actually get the top point for this and receive lots of extra bonuses. So I think we're going to propose that. That seems like a very safe proposal to make. Yes, we are sure. We have a great writer. We could either create a great work or start a golden age. We're actually pretty close to a golden age. So I think we're going to do the great work. This is one where I'm kind of iffy on why I'm really doing this, but I have to click a button. This does help our tourism, you know. And that's something that Rumpel was going for, the cultural victory, so I'm going to keep a close eye on what he's doing with that and how he's treating that. So I'm just kind of blindly fumbling around when it comes to that. You want to pay us for open borders. How about you give us your open borders too? No? We don't really care for those right now. You are way over there. Not worried. So now we're going to get a lot of messages from all these people that agreed with our proposals. They're going to tell us what a great job we're doing. Sure. Give me your money. I don't care. I used to be worried about open borders, but I just recently found out that even if you have open borders and an enemy unit were to be inside your borders, and they can't just declare war on you while you're there, while they're there. They actually have to leave. We found a natural wonder. I think my workers are bored. Yeah, they have nothing to do at the moment. So I'm going to leave them on automated, which means they will automatically start, you know, waking up and doing things as borders expand and we have opportunities like we do up here to build more farms. So we did talk about this. They want you to discover a natural wonder. I just did that. I wonder if that will count or not. Technologies will probably win that. Will probably end up becoming their ally. And Kiev, they want us to build a globe theater. We're working on that. And we could give them a gift of gold. We do have a lot of gold. Why don't we give them a gift? We are at 33. I believe we need to get to 60 to become allies. So if we gave them 500 gold, that's a lot. That would bring us right up there. We could just give them this. We'll get us really close, and then when we build the Globe Theater, they'll probably become our ally. What is this? You can pay gold to improve one of the city's resources. That doesn't seem to be an option, though, for us. We'll have to look at that some more. I really want to focus a bit on the diplomacy with city-states. So now they're our friends. In fact, they're really close to being our allies. That's excellent. Yes, you're welcome. You'd like our proposal? We do too. So in these 30 turns, they will vote on that, and if that happens, then we will be able to produce that. Okay, so we did get credit for discovering the natural wonder. And that's funny, because Eve just, we're no longer friends, then we got that, so now they are also our ally, which is good. We can also start pledging to protect some of these, but I may not do that in this episode yet. I think I just want to focus on getting some allies. Like I said, we don't need them yet until the next era, where they will give us benefits in the World Congress. I do want to work these fish, so we should get ourselves a workboat. This guy seems to just be going in circles. I think he's trying to explore an automated setting, but there's not really very far from to go. He's going to get stuck down here in a minute. And then honestly, we'll probably just abandon that unit. Where are they? Okay, we just found them over there. Oh, can't steal from Egypt because we've completely eclipsed them. Okay, so but we know, but we do get some info still from Egypt. We know what they're working on now. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to help you guys out with that because that's way far inland. Okay, a couple of protection announcements. Trading Caravan. It's unfortunate that those other civilizations are so far away and they're completely outside of our caravan's radius or cargo ship radius to get there. Some of these roads look strange. I'm sure these are connected, but they don't look like it. Alright, we're gonna let you heal, and then we'll fortify you. Sometimes this next turn thing is confusing. I swear that sometimes it lets you take like a turn and a half. It's very odd. We're not gonna bully other city-states. That's something we will not do. I'm assuming there's probably nothing in here, but we should have a look while we're here. Yeah, okay, and you are now stuck, so... Oh, but I can upgrade you to a frigate. Alright. We'll do that, and then we have to get into friendly waters to do that. Now we'll have a second naval unit that can move across the high seas. Can this ship be upgraded too? I can't tell right now. National College. We're going to build that here. This will give us extra science. We're going to build Oxford University. Once Quebec has its university in 7... I actually need to fix that. I'm going to leave the workboat for now. Because we want to get the Oxford University as well. It gives us free technology. I have to look into these research agreements again too. Like I said, there's so many things to this game, so many aspects. I could probably spend weeks reading the Civipedia from the help and still not remember or know how to do all these things.
A good bank.
Alright, so there's nothing in here. I had to make sure. Alright, you're gonna get fortified there. Windmill. This will give us even more gold. Taj Mahal is another good one for happiness. Let's go with acoustics then. Could also still start 2 more trade routes. I mean, it's not like we're short on money, but it's always good to have that, because in a pinch we'll be able to buy units or buildings if we have to. Happiness keeps dropping, but we're close to the Globe Theater, which will give us 10 happiness, which is great. Okay, so we've cleared out those clouds. We're going to head back over to the left. And we're going to upgrade you. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. That is pretty. I need to take a screenshot of that for the thumbnail. There we go. Next turn. Our spy was right. Ramses II has completed it. Okay, can't get through the ice there, so we have to go all the way around. So, I'll send you to here. Boy, 10 turns, huh? Well, it's gotta be done. You are going to go back that way. I'm gonna go by here. There's probably land down here. It might even connect to the ice caps. Let's finish off the tradition tree. Get ourselves the overall bonus here. And we'll get to pick a new social policy next time in about 24 turns. Which will probably not happen in this episode. I do wish some of these processing turns would go a little bit faster. It's not super quick. These trade routes run for 30 turns at a time, I think, or something like that, so you always have to renew them. It's gonna go with the most money that we get. It would be nice if we could pull off the National College and Oxford University. It will give us even more of a head start on tech. It's going to be good because I don't plan on fighting wars, but I'd like to have the ability of defending myself with better technology. Also, barbarians, we should be able to, and we will try to deal with them. Maybe we can take out this encampment for them then. I know we can bombard it, but I don't think we could actually take it without a land unit. Which is too bad. See, we're no longer their ally. We just got shot at by those. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Good. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's look at them and see what we can do. Can't really do anything to make them happy. We can give them some gold, or we can pledge to protect them. Why don't we do that? Okay, now we get to choose a great person. And... Never actually used a great admiral. We won't need a great general. Great voyager. They can create fur resources, huh? Interesting. Usually I go with a great scientist. I'm kind of curious about this great voyager, though, I have to say. I'll have to read up on that some more, maybe, or if you know what this is about, you can tell me, so I'll go with the safe option. More science! Why don't we build the workboat for Quebec City here? Because it will not take us very long at all. Only 2 turns. We will expend our great person.
They're rising all at once, was it?
And can we fight them? We're just gonna nuke the crap out of these guys. These guys are much tougher, but... also learning some experience, which is good. 1 turn for gunpowder. We'll snag that. It will put other civilizations in awe of us at all the boom boom we can do. I believe it also makes whoever has the Great Wall, it makes that irrelevant for them. At least it used to. Well, we will definitely be gaining some influence for Kuala Lumpur through all this science here. They want you to demand tribute from Kiev. Well, we're not going to do that, so we will not do that. Chemistry, garrison artillery. This gives us a lot of extra production. Let's go with that. And renew this trade route. What was our previous? +6. Let's go with Hippo Regius. I don't want to fight you. You're going to hurt me too much. I'm going to run away from you and see if I can sneak by. Because I can't really deal with that barbarian encampment anyway, which is unfortunate, but... God, they're so temperamental. Poland again, okay.
Pozdrawiam cię.
I want to denounce this guy because, to be honest, enough already. Enough is enough. That's going to last 30 or so turns. It might lead to war, but at least I'm not the one instigating it. I'm literally just defending my intellectual property. It sounds horrible, it's true. Our borders keep growing into Singapore's area, which is good. Will that happen again? I'll go down there. I want to check something actually. Can these be upgraded to musketmen? They can, so I want to do that. Can these be upgraded to anything? Crossbowmen. Let's we're gonna spend some money here, and this is where it's good to have some of that extra gold, because we'll be able to upgrade all of our units just in case Poland decides to do something foolish against us. We did just announce them because they keep stealing, they keep spying on us, so what are we gonna build here in the meantime? Musicians Guild. I'm gonna build some barracks and some walls. I'm gonna focus a little bit on the possibility that there may be a military conflict with Poland. I'll have you know that Poland and I have worked together in the past. I have the utmost respect. Okay, that's fine. They used to plot against you, if you remember, lady. I told you that. My spies see things. Oh, they are up there in the social policies, though. Interesting. That must be because of all their religion that they've pushed on everybody. Workboat, you're gonna head down to there. Alright, so I've made it around the world. This whole city-state thing is going to become a great pain in my ass. Alright, piling on the wonders. Again, do we want extra culture? That's what we're just going to keep doing. We're just going to keep going for the quick bang for our buck here. Even though I'm not sure how wise that is, but that's the strategy I'm choosing. Finish the walls. Our happiness is now up at 10, which is great. We'll build some things here that will allow us to do better with military if we have to. They're constructing Notre Dame, which I'm also doing, aren't I? Or have I not chosen that yet? I must not have that yet. That is odd. What is that? What's going on with that? Where was Notre Dame? So let's look at the... Let's have a quick look. Prerequisite text physics. Do we not have physics? That can't be right. We must have physics. Yeah, so... Requirements, just that. I could have sworn we just built that. But how come I don't see it here? That was the Globe Theatre that we built. I swear I'm blind to something here. That's barracks. Those two need to have things assigned. Why can't I not build Notre Dame? Huh. Beats me. Beats me. We're going to start building some of these constabularies as well in a bit so that we will have less people stealing from us. Clearly the spying is rampant on our little continent. Okay, so here we'll use, we'll create fishing boats that will help Quebec out with food. I'm really confused about Notre Dame. Hey, a national wonder. And hello, Belgrade. Still scratching my head. I don't know if anybody watching, in particular if Rumple's watching, and if you can explain to me what happened to Notre Dame. I could have sworn that I had the option to build it earlier, and I was going to. And then it just disappeared, and it tells me that somebody else is building it. They haven't finished it. Once they finish it, obviously I can't build it anymore, but... Took you long enough, Mr. Frigate. We'll probably get to the World Congress in the next episode. That's my guess anyways. More city-states and public declarations. Aha. Can I harass these from here? I can. I'm going to. Nice. Watch them blow up the pieces. Alright, let's build this. Reduces enemy spy rate. Well, you know what? I bet that there was a point where I could only build Notre Dame in a certain type of city. That's probably what it is. Probably missing something. Montreal can build barracks. No. Now I'm stuck with both my ships over here, but you know. Let's make your life miserable too, even though we can't actually destroy that encampment. We can destroy most of you. Interesting. You have accumulated enough faith to purchase a unit or building. Purchase. So there's a couple things we can purchase with faith, but I don't have enough to buy that. Or those. We could build... Used to remove other religions from cities. Or missionary. Wouldn't mind building one of those. But I don't think we have enough of that, so we'll wait. We'll wait to have some more faith, and then we can build a cathedral or something. Something to give us some happiness. Oh boy, we're at 30 minutes now. Okay, so one more turn. Yes, we can be friends. What are you? You're a sad little person. Great artist. I think we're not going to use this for Golden Age. We're actually going to move you down here and see if we can do a great work down here, can we? No. And we'll just do the Golden Age. Screw it. I'm running way over time, I realize. But I am going to finish this turn. And I am going to shoot at these barbarians again. Just one more time. Okay. So I'll do it for this episode. In the next one, we'll continue to build up our defenses. And we'll see how the World Congress goes. Because that's going to happen. So until then, thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon.